I am counting every blessing, letting go and trusting when I cannot see. I am counting every blessing, surely every season.
Welcome to the ND 500 podcast. On today's show, we're discussing our finances with a specific focus on reevaluating where you are personally. On today's show, I want to challenge you to take an assessment and find out where you are right now and point out where you want to be financially in the future for the short term and the long term. The Bible says that the borrower is slave to the lender. And what that means is that oftentimes when we pay for things with credit cards, we take out loans to pay for things like furniture and all of that. I've seen the lives of many Christians be affected in the way that they live their lives and the quality of their life. They're stressed out, they're worried about being able to make ends meet, simply because once you do that, you really are becoming a slave to the lender, the place that you've borrowed from. So on today, I just want us to begin to reevaluate where we are and to take an assessment on where you are personally with your finances and where you want to be in the future. The reason we're doing this is because I believe that God has so many blessings for the life of all Christians. And oftentimes we as Christians, just the way that the world has changed, debt and taking out loans, it's almost like second nature now that a lot of times we do things without really even realizing it or thinking about it. So I want us to begin to go back and reevaluate where we are and to look at, how God actually designed it for us to live our lives, how God set out a plan for us on how we should handle our finances, because oftentimes there are many dreams and things like that I know that Christians have, but because of the debt that they have, because of the things that they've accumulated based on financing it through several places, that they're forced to stay on jobs that they don't like, simply because if they leave their job, they don't know how they'll be able to pay their bills and all of that. So I want to encourage you to begin to look at your finances and see, look at some areas in which, you can become a better steward of your finances and just have a health check when it comes to finances, so that if there's something that you want to do in your life, you're not tied down and saying that you can't do it because you have this mountain of bills. Believe me, I started on this journey years ago, and believe me, the best feeling in the world for me was when I've done it twice. I was able to walk into an auto dealership and I was able to pick out the car that I wanted, and I was able to pay it cash, and I had one payment and we was done. I did it for myself, and I also did it when I bought my oldest daughter a car. So that's one of the greatest feelings in the world, to just know that I'm not being a slave to the lender. And I encourage you to begin this journey as well. If you have questions, please feel free to send me an email at podcast@ndcode.com. Please feel free to visit my website at www.ndcode.com. Until next time, live in truth.